The Plucked Up String Band elevates original bluegrass to new heights. Shoemaker Candace LaCosse outfits customers for the ground we walk on.
There's something kind of romantic about it. It almost feels like impossible.
It's the basics of art. It's the foundations of it, and so they work extremely hard, and we're going to push them as hard as we can, and we're really excited to see what they're going to be doing.
Students at the Great Lakes Academy of Fine Art learn to see. These stories and more music, this time on the playlist.
Funding for the playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
When I first saw your eyes, your presence and beauty, I knew it was no disguise. Maybe that's what intimidated me. It's been a long, long time since I felt this way. I guess it's not me, but I love to be led astray. Let's go dance around our world. Wave our arms about as if we can stand. A beer in hand, spilling all the while we flail. It's been a long, long time since I felt this way. I guess it's not me, but the universe to say. All this running around with you is gonna make me better. I don't know what will ensue. Maybe I will knit you a sweater. Be mine, I'll be yours. We'll find the time. Be mine, I'll be yours too. It's early on in our scene, but there ain't nothing in between. Maybe I'm just waiting to see you again, or maybe I'm just lost in my mind. Then it's been a long, long time since I felt this way. I guess it's not me, but it sure is the world's to say. All this running around with you is gonna make me better. I don't know what will ensue. Maybe I will knit you a sweater. Be mine, I'll be yours. We'll find the time. Be mine, I'll be yours too. Oh,
I think we're just going to call it Sweater. That was a song I wrote for a woman. Most of my songs are love songs. Yeah, I don't know. I played it for Will for the first time, and I remember he turned to me. He's just like, "Did you just say maybe I'll knit you a sweater?" It was pretty funny. But yeah, I just wrote it. I don't know. There's not too much story to it.
How do you feel about playing on a roof in Duluth?
That was awesome. That was definitely a great experience. I can't wait to have pictures up about that. Yep. So that'll be, yeah, in the rain too. If it was a little more windy, if my hair was down, maybe that'd be even better. But you know, no, it was a cool experience. First one for sure.
There's something, I don't know what it is about shoemaking. There, soul. There's something kind of romantic about it. It almost like feels like impossible, and that's why I really love teaching it too, because there's that moment where it goes from being these flat pieces of leather to something that you could like physically put on your foot, and everybody just like gets so excited about it. I still get excited about it. I think it's super cool. My name is Candace LaCosse, and I'm the owner of Hemlock's Leatherworks, and I make shoes and leather goods. I think they're pretty, and I think they're fun. I like designing them a lot. I kind of like dream up ideas, and then I'm excited to execute them. When I was interning at the folk school in Grand Marais at North House, I made a pair of shoes with the shoemaker from Portland, and I just kind of all the different mediums I've tried, that was the one that it just felt the best. It felt like I had been a shoemaker in a past life. It was like my hands just kind of knew what to do. And I really fell in love with it, and then decided to apprentice with a shoemaker in New Hampshire after that. And then the idea of making something that is beautiful but also very utilitarian, and something that you use every day. But I also have a background in fashion journalism, and I enjoy that kind of world as well. So it was really fun. It's kind of like a collision of all of my interests in shoemaking. And yeah, this is typical of what it would be like, because I'm working on multiple pairs at one time. Never really make one pair from start to finish. Leather, it's just so durable, and you can really, I get thrown off when I make things out of fabric now because it moves around, but like leather, you kind of have to like boss it and put it in its place. And this is what's called a running saddle stitch. So you have 2 needles on 1 thread, and you're going in and out of the same hole over and over. And I like the look of it. I like having that seam on the inside rather than the outside, personally. This is where like the magic kind of happens, you know? It's like you kind of feel like a kid at Christmas, like you can't wait for it to be done so that you can like see what it looks like. Or to curse because it didn't work out. That's the thing that's hard about shoes, is that you often don't know if it's not going to work until you've already done all of the work. So you just kind of have to go for it. Just line it up, press it down. I think people get really excited about the idea of handmade shoes, and you don't see that very often. So I think that's kind of helped get the word out as well, because it's just something unique and different. Make a nice big mess and clean it up. It's a little shoe. Yeah, so it's honestly been all ages, all demographics. It doesn't even, I don't even have like one niche target market really, which has been really awesome. Really fun to see all different kinds of people getting excited about handmade shoes.
We stepped into a situation with a lot of emotion, a lot of history, a lot of people fighting for it. Given that, people were just wonderful. Forget the stone, forget the beautiful, the beautiful church aspect of it. If I was to sit down and design an art school, it would be this layout. Roughly 40 by 100, tall ceilings, north light, 2 floors. and then set it on Observation Hill overlooking the harbor and put murals on the ceiling and stone on the facade, and that's all icing. But it really is ideal.
We're at the Great Lakes Academy of Fine Art with one of the co-founders, Jeffrey T. Larson. Thank you for having us over.
Well, thanks for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
So you are where in the first class here at the Academy?
Yeah, we're just finishing up our first year with our full-time students. We're going to have a full-time school eventually of about 20 people, and so we're going to accept 5 or 6 each year till we reach that. And it's a 4-year program, and so we're just wrapping up the first year of basic foundational drawing skills more than anything.
So show us what's happening.
Yeah, so like most classical educations that goes back to the Renaissance, you work from the figure model. There's nothing more difficult to do. Most of our work is figure-based, and so that's where we spend a lot of our time working on our basic skills. As these students progress year by year, then it'll turn into oil painting, black and white oil painting, and then eventually limited palette and then full color figure work. And by that time, they're ready to graduate.
When we were here 9 months ago, you talked about having too much light in this space.
Correct. Yeah.
So tell me how you've dealt with that.
Well, we're still dealing with it, actually. We've blocked off some of the light that comes in on the southeast side. Eventually, we'll have to create some kind of curtain system because of all the light coming in. But again, what a wonderful problem for an art studio. It's usually you're knocking in skylights and busting holes in the walls. And so we're really set to really start refining this. And again, that was one of the main reasons we bought the building, the beautiful north light.
So you have done something in the front here.
Yes, yeah, well, we had, while it's wonderful to use natural light, every day is a little different, whether the sun's out or the clouds are out. And so behind here we have our cast room. So with that we have artificial controlled light so they can't come and say, well, it was darker yesterday. And I go, no, that was wrong, you fix that.
Basically, we break it down into shapes, values, and edges. Being able to see three-dimensional form, make that translation, and execute it on two-dimensional paper. It's very hard at this last final stage to not start seeing it for what it is. It's like, okay, it's looking like a horse. I'm going to draw a horse now. When I squint down and look at this, the values seem to be working very well. If anything, I think the edges are probably the furthest behind right now. Especially some of the information in here is what's grabbing my attention. Sharp edges bring things forward. Soft edges tend to push things back.
So we're starting to refine shapes and develop areas a little more accurately. And so I just come in and I kind of start pointing out areas that I see as incorrect and again, all in the effort to help train their eye and then kind of give them what's the next thing to go for. In here he's got it tonally a little too dark in relationship. So I'll just show him how you need to pick a little bit of light out of here. And as I'm doing that, I'm getting the shapes more correct. One of the things that you need to do is let them learn how to learn. You can go through a really solid training, have someone tell you how to do every step. You get out in your studio your first day, and it's like, now what? Someone tell me, there's no one there to tell you. So you need to learn how to learn. And so I'll point out areas like what I'd want them to do, and then I'll say, so that's the same in this spot here. I want you to go through, you need to examine the hard and soft edges going in with there. See how the light wraps around the musculature, and so on and so forth. So that's basically, we just work our way across, and then they struggle to figure out what we said and practice it, and then the next day there's something else to see. It's the basics of art. It's the foundations of it. And so they work extremely hard, and we're going to push them as hard as we can. And we're really excited to see what they're going to be doing.
1, 2, 3, 4. If I move to Iceland, I would live on a lava flow. My heart won't break no more. Think I'll go to Iceland, I'll be gone soon. Da 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 da. with falling. Like a living on fire, tired of brimstone, and you are a liar. Loving you is a high, high wire, and I'm done with falling. If I moved to Iceland, I would live on a lava flow. My heart won't break no more. Think I'll go to Iceland, I'll be gone soon. Da da da. Like a living on fire, tired of brimstone, you are a liar. Loving you is a high, high wire, and I'm done with falling. If I move to Iceland, I would live on a lava flow. My heart won't break no more. Think I'll go to Iceland, I'll be gone soon. If I move to Iceland, I will live on a lava flow. My heart won't break no more. Think I'll go to Iceland, I'll be gone soon. Da 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 da.
We're happy to have the Plucked Up String Band on the playlist this week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is really great.
Elliot Noyce, will you introduce the band? Who's in this band?
Yep, I play mandolin, and then we have Amanda Hand on the guitar, Will Moore on the bass, both of them sing, and Matt Nessheim on the banjo, who also sings, and then Bill Hansen on the dobro.
So how did the Plucked Up String Band come to be?
I think we all got texts from Bill. And it just sort of like, hey, you want to start a band? And I had known Amanda before, but other than that, I mean, I knew Bill. I've known Bill my whole life. And then the other guys I knew of maybe, but we didn't really know each other too well. And we just got together and we played a couple songs, and I brought some originals to the table, and we started having fun, and we just started going for it, trying to get 3 hours worth of music, and then we just started gigging, so.
Tell me a little bit about the songwriting. You're doing that, but you're saying that it's not necessarily because we want to play this chord and then that chord and voice it this way, or how does your songwriting come about?
So a lot of us have written our own songs, brought them to the table, give each other chords, and go from there. And then like we help write bridges for each other or something along those lines. There's been 3 or 4 songs, I think maybe, that we've collaborated. One song in particular was Skyscraper. We wrote that one like over the internet. We sent each other recordings, me, Will, and Amanda, and that was a really cool experience. And the song came out very unique compared to other ones, and so yeah. And then we always try to choose covers that. My goal is to not play a cover song that is played by another band in Cook County. So, but and we're doing that, so it's working out.
Tell me about the vocal harmonies, because that's something that's really special about your band.
We have grown into that for sure, and it's really cool because my range is pretty high, and so a lot of times people can't tell who's singing higher, me or Amanda, when usually, I mean, like the norm, I guess, would be a woman singing a little higher and the below, but so we have a unique sound with that, I think, and that draws a lot of people in. And it's tons of fun. I mean, any song I'm listening to on the radio, even if I don't know it, I'm singing harmonies. I mean, it's one of my joys in life, and I think that anyone who sings harmonies likes it more and more as they sing it, so. We've embraced it. We try to get everyone singing. Maybe not Bill sometimes, but you know, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we have tons of fun with it, and it keeps us all interested, and that's the goal. If we're not having fun, then what's the point? So.
And tell me about venues and where you play.
So our main venues are the Gunflint Tavern in Grand Marais. There's the Legion, which is named Grand Marais now. There's Lutzen Resort we play at, which is a really fun gig where we just play around a mic. There's no sound system. We play on WTIP quite a bit.
Future for Plucked Up String Band? What, are you recording anything, or what's the goals?
Yeah, our goal is to get an album by the end of the summer, and mainly playing, and we'll hopefully be starting to write a lot more songs now too. We have, I think, upwards of 30 originals now, or 28 or something. So it's really fun. It's going to be hard to choose which songs to put on an album, actually. So.
How do people keep up with where you're playing and what you're doing?
We have a Facebook page. It's where we list all our shows that we have upcoming for the next couple months, and as they come up and whatnot. And then we also have a SoundCloud page that has more music on that.
It's a great sound.
Yeah,
so
thank you so much. Thanks.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Great.
Throwing darts onto a map, spinning round and knowing that it's better there no matter where you land. Though you may be golden here, admiring the stratosphere, the key could be in someone else's hands. I've been searching for that grit, tend to change it up a bit, whenever there's a straight shot to the core. It only takes a little swerve to shock your rebel nerves, so I'll show you what you've never seen before. Never been the best forgiver, promises always break. I keep rolling like a river between an ocean and a lake. I know you would never harm me, despite both of our mistakes. Feel your phantom arms around me, that's the hardest part to take. Shim your mother's table, 'cause it always seems to wobble, and you spill before you drink your whiskey down. Ain't that what you really need? A smidgen of stability as you're thinking about those boxes in the ground. I'm easily delighted, I may get overly excited when I hear a song I played once with a friend. They sing about the rust, the open fields, quiet lust, but then again I know how most of those ones end. Never been the best forgiver, promises always break. I keep rolling like a river between an ocean and a lake. I know you would never harm me, despite both of our mistakes. Feel your phantom arms around me, that's the hardest part to take. Dollars in a wreath, you've been lying through the teeth. You cut on dimes and nickels deep below the bay. Happens all too often, but it's coffers to the coffin. It's a shame, but hey, who's counting anyway? There's nowhere left to go, there's a frost eve in the road, and it's blocking all our dreams from taking flight. The dark on the periphery shows only half your face to me. Don't we all look good beneath this light? Throwing darts onto a map, spinning round and knowing that despite both of our mistakes. Feel your phantom arms around me. That's the hardest part to take. That's the hardest part to take. That's the hardest part to take.